I think this game was very good for us. I thought this team would really play us tough. They have a lot of different sets. They're averaging 63 points a game. And, we come out, we're in superior physical shape, not superior over any of the teams we played, just our conditioning is superior in terms of what we need to be in. And we're in great shape. I think we come out and make the right adjustments in terms of how they're playing us, and I think the players are smart enough to see how they're hurting us. Obviously, after the first couple of timeouts, they had 6 more rebounds than us, and we were playing good defense, but they got on the offensive glass. We wanted to really stop the three. We felt in a close ball game that the three-point line would be the difference maker. And we made some threes, got a big lift from Wayne early, big lift from Tim, and that was the difference in the game.
You got 18 points and 9 rebounds out of the 5 spot. Is that?
I thought Mango was very good tonight. I think it didn't look the greatest in ducking his head and making the moves, but he was offensively aggressive. I thought he tried to block shots, and I think he had a very good game tonight.
Van Treese?
He did a good job as well. But I think Shane Bohannon is the guy to me that sticks out. He looked like a great basketball player tonight. Passes up a shot to get another guy a layup. Just did really good things tonight. We had the guys from in town from the honoring Billy Minotti pick the they're all good basketball people. Pick the MVP tonight, and I thought they made a really smart choice. And could have been Tim, could have been Mango, but I think they really made a smart choice.
Talk about having somebody like Tim to come off the bench in a situation where you needed to play.
Yeah, I went away from Terry just because I saw Terry pressing about the shot. I wouldn't have done that if Terry just didn't care about it. But he needs to sit next to Russ and learn a valuable lesson from Russ. Russ could care less whether it goes in. He's going to take 100. So he doesn't care. Terry needs to just watch Russ. Russ doesn't even faze him if he misses a shot. And I don't know how long Chris is going to be out, but this was good for us tonight.
Rick, short of putting Tim on scholarship, how do you show him that he's valued?
He knows how much I appreciate him. There's no question about it. And he knows that if he gets put on scholarship, he would lose the favor of all the ladybirds and everybody in town because they know that they have to. Everybody, the cheerleaders, ladybirds, all the ladies where he hangs out in town, every bar in town would not treat him the same if he got that type of favor. No, I'm only joking. I think that we don't look at Tim like a scholarship basketball player or a non-scholarship basketball player. We look at Tim. I know for one, I said this yesterday speaking to the Yum group, how it works with championships sometimes. We don't win a national championship without Tim Henderson. There's no doubt in my mind that if he doesn't turn around that Wichita State game with those 2 threes, we never have that one boom run that we needed to turn it around. So, I never put that much emphasis. I had a young man at Kentucky named Cameron Mills who equally got us to the championship game. So we never look at it as scholarship or non-scholarship people. So he's as valuable as any person on our basketball team.
Is there a level where he could be a regular in Division I?
Oh, he could go to some of the teams we played at Charleston or Weston or any other teams and be a major factor in the game. But Tim realizes that he's a national championship player. He'll go down in history as always be remembered. He's going to live in this community. He's going to be an asset to the community. I'm sure he's going to get a great job someday because he's bright, he's articulate, hardworking. So he's living the dream right now.
Coach, the broadcast hinted that it's a combo of missed assignments and also attitude with Kevin and not getting much.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
The broadcast hinted that it's a combo of missed assignments and also attitude with Kevin. How much of it is each that's keeping him?
The broadcaster said that? I don't know what they're talking about. I didn't have any discussion about Kevin. The only thing I said to him is that Kevin is on the depth chart behind Tim and whether or not he's ahead of Anton right now because of defense, but Tim's done nothing wrong at all.
Kevin Ware.
Kevin, I'm saying I meant Kevin. Kevin. Yeah, he's done nothing wrong. He's just behind some players. He's done absolutely nothing wrong. I didn't even have a problem with him, hitting the ball off his foot and fouling. It's just you're cold, you come in the game. He's done nothing wrong at all. He's just below the guys in the depth chart. I don't believe he's 100% back. We're just a talented backcourt team, and he's like the 4th or 5th guard right now, and he's got to get out there and beat them out. So I don't know what they're talking about.
One more for Coach.
Tony, can you talk about having 5 players in double figures and Chris Jones being out? How that helps the team?
You know, the great thing about this looked like a very low-scoring game, a possession basketball game, which is what they wanted. And then the second half was totally different. It came into our favor with us hitting some shots, playing good defense. We rebounded well at times. So I thought we did a really good job tonight in the second half. And it was a different half. It was their pace in the first half, our pace in the second half. Got a lot of good shots, but they were a good ball club. With these 2 additions to their basketball team, they're very, very good. I thought our interior defense was the best it's been. You know, Price is a heck of a player, and obviously he had 22 points, but we did a very good job on the interior tonight, and that's been a little missing right now. So I thought this would be a very close game, hard-fought game. We need our fans Tuesday night. Missouri State can flat out play. It'll be the best offensive team we will face this year outside of maybe North Carolina, and they're really terrific. And I'm hoping our fans, if they're like horse trainers and they have to get to bed early, I'm hoping they give their tickets to people who haven't seen us play, because we need our fans Tuesday night. It's going to be a very, very tough ball game. So please, if you're out there and you got to get to bed by 9 o'clock or so, please give your tickets to somebody who can get there, and it would mean a lot, because this is going to be a tough ball game. This will be the toughest one we faced at home. So if you guys can get that message out there, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. Well, we needed this type of a basketball game where it was hard-fought, possession-type basketball. We knew what we were getting into. And certainly they got a big lift from the players that came back. But we played really good defense in the second half, and I thought Shane Bohannon played a terrific game. It doesn't show a lot of times statistically what a player does, but he got people good shots with his passing. He got on the backboard. He did a lot of great things. He had a great week of practice, and he certainly is very deserving of that MVP.
Terry Rozier has 4 points, but it felt like he really impacted the game. Did you see that as well?
I would say the direct opposite of that, almost polar opposite of that. I think that Terry pressed because he wasn't scoring. I thought he did a great job of rebounding the ball, but I think he learned the most valuable lesson a freshman can learn is you don't have to score to have a good night. And he pressed because he missed a few shots. Rather, a point guard needs to worry about everything other than that. The shot goes in, so be it. I told him that in the timeout. Don't worry about it. So, no, I have to disagree with you. I thought Shane Bohannon, Tim Henderson, and Mango Mathiang were the guys that impacted the game. But, I'm not saying you're wrong. We just have a difference of opinion.
I'm not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Thank you. It's nice of you.
Wrestling, you say press, how did that manifest itself?
I'm sorry, Russ.
Terry Rozier.
Yeah. I just think freshmen, the first thing they look at is the shot going in? And Terry was playing fine. He took good shots that didn't go in. I try to get my guys not to be concerned about when you take a good shot, whether it goes in or not. But he rebounded the basketball well. I think the difference was, obviously, Tim Henderson is a seasoned veteran, came in and gave us a big lift.
You talk about Russ for a second, how he played at the point, and also the very low turnover number you had tonight.
I wish I had an answer for that. Everybody keeps asking me that. I'm not sure why we have such a low turnover rate. I haven't coached too many teams that had this type of rate before. I mean, I'm happy with 12. And to be honest with you, I think 3 turnovers tonight were stepping on the line. I think with Luke on the sideline, Shane on the baseline, and somebody else. So I really don't have an answer. It's a very good thing, though.
And Russ at the point?
Russ did a very good job. I said this to the media before the game, the play-by-play and the color person. And this is not taking a shot at anybody else, because my admiration for these guys is incredible. I think Randall up the street is a phenomenal basketball player. I think Jabari Parker is awesome. And I think all these guys are great. They really are great. But Russ Smith is the premier player in the country. And I say that because everybody always wants something new. Everybody's always wants something new. Russ Smith has won. He's been to back-to-back Final Fours, back-to-back Big East championships, and he's won the national championship. And Russ has improved his game where he had a negative assist turnover. He's now 2-to-1 assist turnovers. He's improved his shot selection, and he's playing great basketball. And he's a point guard. I always laugh about say, well, can he play point at the NBA level? They play with a 16-second shot clock. They take 8 seconds in the backcourt if it's a violation. He's a great pick and roll guy. So we like him to score. When he goes to the pros, he's got to change to whatever coach he plays for. So, until you knock the young man off his throne, he's the premier player in college basketball. Biased opinion by me, but I think he is because he's made every change. 2 years ago, I needed him to carry the team on his back. He did. Now I need him to pass the basketball, take good shots. He does. So whatever he asks this young man to do, he's an awesome talent, and I'm for one really appreciate everything he does for us. He had 10 assists tonight, 14 points, and he just does whatever the team. 2 years ago was Russ. You got to score, man. We can't score the ball, so you got to take over the game and score. Now it's Russ. You got to make guys better, and he does everything you ask of him.
Coach, this is the second game in a row where you